So hello, this is Nanci Szydlik. Nanci has been with this boot camp for how long?
I've been here 6 years total. I did have a little hiatus. I left to go to Singapore and came back and did some of my training with Francis through that time. But it's been a long term.
Long-term client, that's awesome. And I wanted to ask you, when you started boot camp, were you intimidated by boot camp? I mean, I think a lot of our clients are afraid that they can't do it. I mean, that it may be too hard, or they're out of shape. They're not ready. So I don't know. Is that something that you had an issue with when you started? Were you a little intimidated by that?
I was a little intimidated. Things were I can't, and with your positive attitude, that went away real quick. It was I can't, but I'll try, and then before you know it, I
could. Awesome. Well, when do you remember what year it was when you started boot camp?
I think it was 2005.
That's awesome.
I know. I believe it was right about 2005. We met Frances at a function, and not only did she turn several of the men's head, but the ladies at the table all just wanted to say, "Gosh, I wish I looked like her," and so we stopped her at that time.
Amazing. Oh, it was a God thing.
Yes,
I know it was beautiful.
She looked beautiful, and we wanted to look just like her. And
oh, thank you.
That's true.
That's awesome. Well, how has boot camp affected your life? And what positive aspects do you see that have turned around since you started the boot camp?
When I started boot camp, I was not the 20-year-old anymore. I was not looking for the great figure, but I was looking for health reasons. And it has really helped. Even when I approached you at that time, I had the thyroid issue. I was not losing any body fat, but it just, when I really got more involved with it, it was mainly because of health reasons. And now, 6 years later, it's paid off. My cholesterol's better. My blood pressure's always been good, but my doctors have always, commented every time I go how good I look, and then they see the results of my blood work and just different things that they know that it's not just how I look. It's the plus that's going to help.
Yeah, it changes your health. It's like the only thing you can think of that really reverses the disease process,
that's
right?
True.
That
so
exercise
true.
is so key. We had more doctors that prescribed boot camp to
Yes.
their patients.
Yes.
We'd have a lot less illness in society,
That's
for
true.
sure. Had you ever trained intensely like this before?
No, I've always worked out or ran or walked. Not really ran. I've never been a runner, but I attended classes, exercise classes, different things like that, and was pretty consistent about it till I met you. And then I realized you have to do it consistently.
Consistently, right.
Mm-hmm.
And it is intense, but everybody works at their own pace.
It is intense, I will say that, and as I get older, or if I slough off every now and then, I feel like sometimes I have to start back over again. But it's intense, but it pays off. It really
it
does.
works, right?
It really
Oh,
does.
that's awesome. Is there something that you can think of that you'd like to share with other people who are considering doing the boot camp?
Well, I've told many people this, even throughout the years. When you listen to Frances, not just exercise, the main thing also too is your food intake and what you put in your body. When I listen to her, it works. It really does. And I wish I was more consistent about that, but those are things that I feel I'm very comfortable about how I look and what I try to do. But when I really want to drop weight or drop body fat, if I listen to Frances, it can come true. I promise you.
Awesome. And you don't have to be perfect all the time, because we're not perfect, and that's something we're not striving for, is perfection. We're striving for health.
Right.
We're striving to also look good. We feel good.
Right.
We feel better.
I feel great.
Our self-esteem.
I'm wearing a
and you look amazing. I'm like, wow. I mean, you've been with me for such a long time, and you're such a success story, because that's why you're here today, is because you're our success story for March. And I want everyone to be able to look at that and realize that they can do it too. Anyone, we've got so many different age ranges.
Age levels.
And can I ask you, I know that's a question
no,
people don't
you can
like.
ask me. I'm 57 years old and very proud of it. When I started with Francis, I was probably turning my milestone, 50 years old, and I can see the results in the past 6-7 years, and it's paid off. It really has.
What a blessing. Do you see yourself as a success story?
Oh yes, I really do. I wish I could. My before picture, I was frumpy. I felt bad. I didn't have the energy I have now. I could never run. That was one thing. I did tell Frances many times I could never even do a sit-up or a push-up. And now, I look at her and just laugh and think, oh, why did I tell her that?
Yeah, you can do it.
So, yes, I am a success story.
So your confidence increased with the boot camp, right?
It really has. It's increased. I feel confident about myself. Not only does the confidence show in me, it's also inspired several of my friends and my families. My sister's lost almost 30 pounds. My dear friend that just last year when she saw me after coming back from leaving, knowing that exercise is a consistent thing, she started and she's again dropped 30 pounds.
Amazing.
So it's,
amazing.
I've been an inspiration. Not only Frances has been an inspiration to me, but I've been an inspiration to other people too.
Well, I always say that. I say that every action we take, whether positive or negative, has a trickle effect. It's going to affect another human being. And when we're living proactive health and we're living with a positive mindset, then everyone around us it infuses them. It fills them up.
It really does. It's a part of our lives now. Even my husband. My husband is an avid exerciser. I've tried to get him here to come see Frances, but hadn't made it yet. So.
Some people are a little bit intimidated, but we set the example, we do the right thing, and God takes care of the rest.
That's true.
Well, thank you so much, Nanci.
Well, thank you, and I'm blessed to have Frances, and please enjoy it because I've enjoyed it for the last 6 years, and we'll continue on. It's not over.
Well, you're such a blessing to us. We love having you, and we know you're going to be here for many more years. Many more years.
Still strong.
That's right, going strong.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We're glad
Thank
that you let us do this interview with you today.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you in class.
Okay. Bye.